Well, g'day guys, Steve Cullum here. As a music industry pro with my music being used on thousands of TV shows and many leading international brands, today we're going to be listening to Diana Ankudinova, her song Creep, and it's actually a cover of Radiohead. Now, I know this song very well. I grew up listening to this one, and it's something that was very, they had a cool little guitar thing in it I really liked playing back in the day. And but maybe you've heard the song. We're going to be checking out her version of this. I haven't heard this. I've only heard little clips of it as she plays it. But this is going to be really, really cool. She's an amazing singer. She has an amazing story as well. When she was only 3 years old, she was left at a bus stop. She had a broken collarbone and she was left by her parents. And so she had to she struggled, she had to really fight through that, and she found her voice, and her voice is just so unique, and it's such an amazing voice. So it's going to be really cool to kind of hear her sing this Creep song with that low tone that she has. This is going to be exciting. So let's go ahead, without talking too much, let's go ahead and dive in. But make sure you stay towards the end. I'm going to run it through the column analyzer. I'm going to tell you why this song is so powerful, why this song makes us feel this way, and why her performance really delivers. So make sure you stick around for that. And but let's go ahead and watch in. Last thing I'll say before we play is, if you want to support me on a personal level, you can buy me a coffee and you can keep this channel caffeinated. All right, guys, let's check this out. Very live. So cool straight away. I love the band situation. The band's playing. He's got the hats and he's got the snare, the kick, the very thick kind of kick sound. Then the bass comes in with the dun 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 dun, and it's so great. It feels so good straight away. Oh, that's low.
You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm not crazy. I'm unforgettable. What the hell was your name? I don't belong here.
So this song is so cool and so powerful. One of the things that stands out to me that makes it special as well is they have like a dum 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 kind of aggressive kind of thing as the singer is singing, as the writer is singing about, you look like an angel, you're beautiful to me, and all these beautiful things. And then when the song shifts to saying, but I'm a creep, I'm the weirdo, I wish that, that we could, is there such a big gap? Then when he says, or she's singing the lyrics here, but I'm a creep, then the music gets pretty, and it's like really nice. It's really open, very nice, big strum of a guitar, and it's really cool contrast there. There's so many elements that many times it just flies by and people don't see it, but that's just one of the elements that I'm hearing here, and it's so cool. Now the way that she's singing it, she's really delivering it in a way that's just very special. It's very unique to her, and I feel like the song is maybe just a tad faster than the album, which is great. They got to do it their way, got to do it different. That's nice out there. gosh, it feels so good. The way that she's singing this and the way the performance is, it's really cool. And I noticed that she went up an octave higher when she did that second verse, which was very cool. Very her and making it her own. Very cool. And when she's doing this running out the door part, this is I bet you this would have been electric on the night, or if you were in the crowd, you'd be like, oh, this is so cool. This is special, you know. Bring it down. Wow, that's cool. Wow.
You're so very special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Very cool, very different. I thought this was really cool. I'm a fan of the song. I like Radiohead, and this is a good song. This was pretty big when I grew up, as I said earlier. And but her performance was very different. Not what I was expecting. And but let's go ahead. Let's not talk too much about that. Let's go ahead and run it through the column analyzer. So first of all, the melody of this song and the melody that she did is great. She picked and she chose different parts to sing at different times. So it wasn't exactly like the record. It was actually a little bit more live, and she went up an octave higher. So the melody, she was changing the melody, and she was going to a few different parts in the song that changed it up a little bit and gave us her version of the song, which is that's what you want. You want her flavor. You don't want her to sing it identical to the record, because you might just put on the record, you know, but you want her to sing her version of it, what sticks out to her and the choices that she makes. Very, very cool. So now the song of this, the reason why this song has worked and so powerful is because of that contrast. You know, we've all had that kind of in our minds where, you know, it could be a person, and the song is about a person that the singer feels like he's way out of their league, and you know, she looks like an ace, she's beautiful, but he's a creep, he's a weirdo, he's the guy on the outside, he's the guy that doesn't really conform, doesn't really fit in, and you know, and he just wishes he was special, and you know, he wants to be special, and so he can have that relationship because he sees that big divide. And I think we can relate to this on so many areas of our lives. You know, it could be anything with whatever's going on in our life. It's like we want that opportunity, or we want this goal or anything, but we feel so different, we feel so far away, and that voice that always pops in our head and says, oh, you can't do it, or you know, that's okay for them, but you couldn't do that because it's not for you. And you have to fight that, you have to beat that, and I think that kind of really relates. And so this song is such it can really relate to a lot of people, and I think people get it. It's very conversational. You know, you look beautiful, that goal up there is, or that opportunity, or that destination seems so far, it seems beautiful, it seems what we want, but I'm here and it's so far away. I'm the one I got to get there, you know. It's what the hell am I doing here, you know, I'm in the wrong side. So I think it just taps on so many emotional things that we all feel as humans, and I think that's why that's why this song is so powerful. That's why so many people like this song, and it relates, you know, that's what we relate to it. So the performance, absolutely loved her. I thought that she really totally delivered in a small setting. I've seen her a lot on bigger stages where she's, you know, moved around a lot, but she's kind of like, she's in, it looks like a smaller room here. The drums are really close behind her, but she's in this smaller room, but she delivers. Her performance is really, really cool. Absolutely loved how she changed it up a little bit and made it hers. And the last of all, the production. I like a band situation, so I love the drums. The drums were changing up and doing different things. The bass was there, and I think there's electric guitar there. I don't think it was mixed in very, very loud because more of that live recording, but the electric guitar I love how the bass was playing. Very, very cool. The production was very, very cool. So what did you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And maybe you're a singer yourself and you're trying to get to that next level. I'm going to give you a copy of my free How to Sing Like the Stars exercise program. The link is in the description below. You can check that out. And yeah, make sure you get on my email list, and when you can have updates to other things. And then also there's a membership thing that I'm doing here. Make sure you jump on that, where we're going to get into some really exciting things. And so make sure you explore that. But thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.